Hey everybody! I recently got a text message from a really sweet friend of mine asking questions about how do you get your kid to talk after you pick them up from school. So I wanted to share with you what we've been doing to get our big girl to talk to us, and I wanted to share my top 5 favorite questions from getting the information. So for those of you who know me or know my oldest daughter, who's 5 and a half, you might be thinking, what are you talking about? And you would be right. My older daughter is an extroverted extrovert on top of extrovert with cherries on top, and she talks a lot. So getting her to talk to me when I pick her up from school is usually not a big problem. It's getting her to that's the problem. The reason I feel like this is important is I understand that this is a season and that it won't always be this way. Partially because I can remember being a tween, is that what they call them? A tween. I remember being preteen and early teens and not really wanting to talk about anything at all ever, especially with my parents. Part of the reason that this is such a big deal and the reason that I want to do a video on it is because maybe you, like me, have a chatty child, but I want to foster that and I want to build good bridges of communication with my child to help us when we get to that season, because I know it won't always be that way. So I'm trying to build a good foundation now. And for those of you who have children who don't really talk very much, hopefully some of these tips will work for you and kind of helping get a little bit of info from them after school and just creating more of a dialogue. My top 5 favorite questions to ask usually kind of come out a little something like this. So the first one that I ask her when she gets in the car is, "Hey honey, how was your day?" And that's usually my first indication as to whether or not she had an awesome mom, which is usually what I get, like 99% of the time. Or if it's and she's not her usual happy self. So that kind of gives me an indication of whether I'm going to have my kiddo in her normal mood or if I'm going to need to be a little bit more attentive to kind of draw out what happened and sort of build her back up or whatever. So how was your day? That's the first one. The second question is, what was your favorite part about your day? And that gives her an opportunity to talk about something that was meaningful for her, and it usually has something to do with, like, I got to build this, or we got to go outside and play with this thing, or we got to spend time with the 3rd graders or something like that. But there's always something, and it's usually a positive note, so it's kind of keeping it upbeat. So what was the favorite thing you did, or what was the best part about today? The third question is, who did you eat lunch with? They typically go to the lunchroom and they get to select who they want to sit with within their class. Sometimes they eat in their room, and in which case she sits with her table mates. But it's a good way to kind of bring conversation, who did you sit with? Oh, I sat with Annie. Oh, cool. Okay, well, who else did you sit with? Or what did you talk about? Or, kind of in the whole lunch arena. And then directly following that is I ask, did you eat all of your lunch? Because that's going to help me know if she didn't eat all of her lunch. I usually offer to let her sit and finish it in her seat or when we get home, because that's going to help me know if I'm going to have a hangry child who needs a snack, or if she ate everything, she'll be okay until dinner. So that's also going to help me kind of understand what her mood is and why her mood is the way that it is, because she gets hangry like her mom and her dad. So the last question is, did you stay on green today? Now, she's in kindergarten, so most of you who have had kids in kindergarten know that there's usually some system that the teacher has, meaning like green is you've done good, you're doing okay, you're listening, you're on task. Then the next step down is yellow or orange, or if you hit red, you're in big trouble. Or on the other side, if you get to pink, it means that you've done something exemplary or something like that. I always ask her, did you stay on green today? And it's probably 50, maybe like 60-40, 60 she's on green. No, that's not true. I'm not giving her enough credit. It's not always green though, that's for sure. And usually what happens for her when she doesn't stay on green is she's talking. Got that from her mother, legitimately. But that helps me understand where she's at with the teacher and what's going on. And when she says, no, I got on orange today, well, what happened? Then she'll tell me, usually talking again, and I'll ask her, well, what do you think you can do differently next time? And so it gives us the opportunity to talk through what went wrong and how she can do better, and usually try to let her figure that out on her own. And then the last question kind of in that is, did you talk to your teacher? Did you apologize? Did you clean up your mess? And that's, that helps her also think about, okay, did I do that? Should I do that? It probably didn't make her feel good, that type of thing. I'm actually sitting out here in my car because it's gorgeous and it's almost time to go pick up my daughter from school. So why don't you guys come on with me and we'll see we'll put some of these questions into practice and see what happens. Okay, climb on in, my love. How was your day, honey?
Amazing.
Okay, put your seatbelt on, okay? Yeah, it was the most amazing day you ever had?
Yeah, because I got to be critter sitter.
Oh, so I bet I was just going to ask you what your favorite thing from today was, but I bet that's it, huh?
That's all that is my favorite.
That was your favorite because you got to be critter sitter? Can you tell me a little bit about what critter sitter means?
Critter sitter means when it's your turn to have stuffed animals and then you share them on Friday.
Oh, okay. That would be why your teacher said that we didn't have to feed it or water it. Cool. Okay. Well, are we ready? Are you all buckled?
Critters are bugs.
Okay.
I mean animals.
Are you all ready to go? Are you buckled?
Yes.
Okay.
I see bees.
Yeah, there's bees out there. Honey, so I want to hear a little bit more about your day. Did you stay on green today?
I stayed on pink.
Oh, you got on pink? What did you get on pink for?
For saying prayer.
For saying your prayer?
Yeah.
Nice. Good work, honey. Did you guys have lunch in the lunchroom today, or did you have it in your classroom?
Lunch.
In what?
In the lunchroom.
Who'd you sit with?
I sat with Danica and Paul.
And okay, very good. Okay, so that's it. Those are my top 5 questions, and they usually work pretty well, actually. So I'm hopeful that they will work for you too. Now, like I said a little bit earlier, we do have some other questions down in the resources below, so check those out. But thank you so much for watching and for spending time with us today. If you like our video, please click like, and we'd also love for you to be a subscriber. If you're a subscriber, you get a fancy little email that tells you when we've uploaded a new video. If you like our videos, we would love for you also to share them. So if you think of someone that could benefit from hearing this or from these little tips, then please share. We would love that. And we have a Facebook page and we have a blog. So if you want to check us out in one of those areas, that would be awesome. We hope you have a good rest of the week, and hopefully we'll see you next time.